Bitcoin is still consolidating sideways, and on today's update video I will talk about a potential breakdown we're currently seeing, a new consolidation phase here on the 1 hour time frame, the massive Bitcoin spot ETF flows, and I will give a big update on what currently is happening right here, and many more important charts including the Bitcoin liquidation heat map and many other more. So without any further ado guys, don't forget to slap that like button back above 1000 likes on today's update video. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And yes, I do know over the last 4 days in the market, Bitcoin has actually been extremely boring. It has only been going sideways and nothing is really happening. I mean, right now we're just looking at the consolidation phase, what I already discussed here on the 4 hourly time frame as well. We're just clearly creating right now at this moment of time lower highs together with higher lows, and the point we're going to be breaking this structure. So the point where Bitcoin is clearly going to be confirming a lower low than the previous low or a clear higher high than the previous high in the market, that is going to be the point where I will be expecting a massive move is going to get created in this market and the next swing is going to get initiated. So if we're going to be looking at that higher high in the market, I'm going to be looking at this level right here, the 43.2k. Once Bitcoin confirms the break above 43.2k, that would be giving me the confirmation, okay, right now most likely we are going to be going higher because we're confirming that higher high on the Bitcoin price action right now. And if we clearly see that confirmed break below 42,000 US dollars, that is going to give me the opinion and the confirmation that Bitcoin is most likely going to be going lower. So in order for me to basically show, okay, what is currently happening in the market, what is the exact next move is going to be, we just have to be a little bit more patient. And right now, indeed, it is weekend, and usually over the course of the weekend, Bitcoin doesn't really create a lot of moves here. So just be a little bit more patient before the weekend is over, and then we can start to see that next move getting generated. But of course, already clearly, we can see that we're creating somewhat of a consolidation phase on Bitcoin right now. So I will quickly remove my camera, but this chart right here is revealing the flows that Bitcoin and the spot ETFs have here. And like you can see here, this is the flows in terms of Bitcoin. In the last 7 days where flows were enabled, we saw a consistent inflow of new Bitcoin in towards the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And of course, as long as we're seeing fresh inflows coming in towards the Bitcoin spot ETF, it means that of course we are still seeing more money flowing in, and that is of course the thing we want to be seeing. Of course, only time will tell, but currently we can clearly see that the grayscale Bitcoin outflows are significantly decreasing, and due to this we could start to potentially get a little bit more exciting. But you have to understand that there is still 470,000 Bitcoins left in the grayscale Bitcoin spot ETF, and that could still cause a lot of sell pressure in the market. But already they've already been selling more than 140,000 Bitcoin since the spot ETF launched, what is of course quite massive in my opinion. So important to understand what currently is going on here, but currently for the last 7 days we have seen consistent positive flows in the market, and that is a very bullish signal in my opinion. So we can currently see that Bitcoin indeed is creating that left shoulder, that head, and the right shoulder, and currently we're still consolidating in this region, waiting for the next big move to be happening. But currently clearly we're creating a head and shoulders pattern, and the moment we break above this 43 to 44,000 US dollar level, this is the confirmed breakout, and from off this point onwards we're going to be seeing another push towards the upside. But as long as that is not happening, I won't be calling for that next big move on Bitcoin, of course, right? So looking at the 4 hourly time frame, you can clearly see we're still trading against this major resistance of 43.4k, and looking at the liquidation heat map, we do know that there is a lot of liquidity actually piling up above us, sitting around 43.8k. And yes, once we're potentially going to be grabbing that, there's not going to be a lot of liquidity once again be above us, but the majority of the liquidity is actually laying below us. So I've been pointing out this many times before. I currently have not opened up and trade yet, but if Bitcoin were to be, let's say, taking out that liquidity here, move towards the upside, take out the liquidity, and after that move towards the downside, towards that lower region to take out that lower liquidity in the market, I think that would be actually a very feasible situation. But more importantly, I would take that opportunity. But more importantly, if that were to be happening, I would take this as an opportunity to accumulate bigger and new positions. And if you want to be joining me with my next trade, guys, I'm going to be opening up my next trade on Deepcoin. And if you're right now sign up an account using that link below, you will be able to be joining my copy trading journey. Because yes, I will be opening up a copy trading account where you can literally copy my trades. And like you know, if you've been following the channel, literally our last 6 trades we took on the channel were all extremely profitable. And for me to be opening up this next trade, guys, I am going to be very patient. I am going to be waiting for the best opportunity. So currently, I am not going to be opening up a long position or short position. I still think there's a very highly chance that Bitcoin is indeed going to be moving down here. And if that that move down were to be happening, that is the point where I will be starting to be opening up that new Bitcoin long position. So that is going to be my strategy for now. So if you want to be joining me, go to the link description of today's video. Also, if you deposit $100 on this exchange, you will be getting a free $100 in return, and you can trade here without KYC and without any restrictions, and it's extremely similar to Bybit. So if you do like Bybit, you're going to love Deepcoin because you can do everything on it like you can on Bybit. We can currently see that Bitcoin, of course, is still trading above the daily EMA ribbon here. And as long as Bitcoin is trading above that daily EMA ribbon, I don't really see a big reason to be panicking. But once we confirm the break below it, that is potentially a scenario where we could be starting to see Bitcoin drop a little bit more. And once we see, of course, a bearish crossover, that is also the point where we should start to get a little bit more worried. But currently, we're still holding up that support. And a quick thing I want to be pointing out here, I approach this region where we're currently sitting in, like similar to this region right here in the beginning of 2022, where we were just also reaccumulating for 160 days before we took that next leg down here. Right now, I think we're going to see something similar. We're going to see Bitcoin consolidate for a longer period of time in this region before breaking outside of this region. So currently we're 62 days in of this consolidation phase, guys. We are just getting started. And honestly, I think there's a very big chance where that Bitcoin is going to be consolidating for a little bit longer in this region. And I mean, the longer we're going to consolidate right here, it's not necessarily going to be bad. It's going to be a good thing for Bitcoin because we're going to get used towards the price action. The moving averages are going to reset. And from that point, we could start to create that next big move on the market on Bitcoin. So yeah, the halving is right now 70 days out for Bitcoin. And yeah, it could, of course, come a little bit closer or take a little bit longer, but it's going to be happening approximately around 15th of April. And of course, like we do know, every single time once the Bitcoin halving has happened, we tend to see a massive bull run getting initiated after. So you don't have a lot of time left here actually before the next bull run is going to get started. So make sure to plan accordingly for yourself. I mean, I think that Bitcoin is going to be doing well, but Ethereum as well. And on the imminent short term on Ethereum, we're about to be creating also another breakout here. Like you can see on that 4-hourly time frame, we're creating a massive symmetrical triangle. This is also going to give you a massive new trading opportunity, in my opinion. So make sure to keep your eyes wide open on Ethereum as well, because yes, also on Deepcoin, you could trade Ethereum and any of your other favorite altcoins in the market. So this is it from me in today's update video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did so, don't forget to slap on that like button, and I'll see you back tomorrow. And hopefully there's going to be some more action so I can potentially start to open up that new trade on Bitcoin, right? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.